Today we're talking about TrueCar. But first, I'm a car expert. I work with a bunch of other car experts on this channel. And what we do is teach people about buying cars. And we also teach car salespeople how to be better at selling cars and not being assholes to their customers, because none of us want that. So why are we talking about TrueCar? Well, TrueCar is like the #1 place that people go to when they're researching which car they're gonna buy next. So TrueCar works with dealerships in your area to get upfront pricing for you without having to haggle or negotiate or like any of that BS. The dealership just says, hey, here's what I have the car for, and if I have the exact one, here's that car, and if I don't have the exact one, here are a bunch that'll work, but like, hey, talk to me and I can probably find you what you're looking for. And if you look online and you look at reviews about TrueCar, what you'll find is that like people are upset because they said that they didn't know that they were going to be contacted. But we're going to walk through the website in a minute so you can see how it works. So you don't have to be scared of it. And I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen as soon as you hit the point of no return and send all of your personal information over to the local dealerships. So basically, you're going to go to this website, you're going to build the car that you want, and then dealers are going to get your phone number and your email, and they're going to reach out to you. But the reason I think that's okay is because the TrueCar website is going to give you all the information that you need to make an informed purchase decision. So you can just have a conversation with the people who work at the dealership about what you want, because you already know what the price is going to look like. You already know what a good deal looks like. You already know what a great deal looks like. And your expectations have been set. So that traditional adversarial back and forth BS negotiation stuff that nobody likes to deal with, well, it shouldn't be part of the process. And as I'll explain a little bit more later, the stage is set for there not to be an adversarial process. And there's a good majority of dealerships out there who don't want to give you a hard time, who aren't there to take every single penny that you're worth, who are truly upfront and transparent like every other business that you appreciate. So when you first get to TrueCar.com, it's shop new, shop used, or you can even get a value on your current vehicle. A lot of people don't know that TrueCar even has used cars, and it's actually a pretty big part of their business. All right, I'm gonna shop new. So on the shop new page, you can search by make and model. So if you know you want a Ford something or other, you can start with by clicking Ford. But if you're not quite sure, you can actually go right here to body type and say, you know what, okay, I want a hybrid. So then it just leaves you the brands that have hybrid. So, oh, okay, cool. Maybe I want a Ford. So I'm gonna go with a Ford and then narrow it down and say, okay, the Escape and the Fusion both come in a hybrid, so let's go with the Escape. Let's give that a go. So next it wants my zip code, and that's 30312. I'm in Atlanta. And now we're in the configuration phase, and the website is asking us, do you wanna configure it to your own preferences, or do you wanna choose your default build? Either way is cool. You can go whichever direction that you're looking for, but if you choose a default build, the website's gonna try to match you up to a vehicle that is common in the area. So TrueCar talks directly to the dealership's inventory systems, and that way the TrueCar website knows what's actually out there on dealerships' lots to try to match you up with something that actually exists. Versus if you configure your own preferences, you run the risk of configuring like a purple unicorn that nobody has that you would have to custom order from the factory. Which if you want to do that, that's cool too. Dealers will order cars from the factory. It depends on the brand, and the time frame on that also sort of depends on the brand and whatever other factors are going on at the time that you might be watching this video. But for this case, I'm going to configure my own vehicle and try not to come up with any unicorns. So just hit next. So first thing the website wants to know is, do I want all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive? I'm gonna go with front-wheel drive, and I already said I wanted a hybrid, so I'm gonna choose that hybrid engine so I make sure that I get the right one, and just hit next. And then it asks what is the preferred style, which is also known as trim level. And as the website starts to narrow things down, it knows what you can combine and what you can't combine, just like it would if you were on Ford.com building it there. So here I'm given the option of a hybrid SE or a hybrid titanium. And as I change between the two, you can see at the top, the MSRP is changing as I make that change from like say titanium and step down to the SE. You can see the difference in the price and how it changes. So the titanium is going to come upgraded with some other bells and whistles. I think it probably has like leather seats or something like that. I'm not really sure. And if you didn't know which one to choose for sure, you could hit skip for now and have that conversation with the salesperson when they contact you, and they can ask you a few questions and guide you in the right direction. I'm just going to choose the SE Sport, and I'm going to hit next. And then let's see, what color do I want? I think I'm going to want the, let's call it the fancy name for gray. and I'll hit next, and it gives me the option of what the combinable interior colors are. I think I'm gonna go with black interior, and I'll hit next. And here it's asking me if I want to add any options, and it shows me what the popular configurations for this vehicle are in my area. And it looks like this Sport Premium package is the popular configuration here. Copilot 360. I wonder if that means like navigation or something. I'm not 100% sure what all of this means, and I would say a criticism of the TrueCar website is that when I hover over this, it doesn't just like tell me exactly everything that's included in that particular package. So I still kind of feel like I have to go over to Ford.com to kind of figure that out. And it'd be cool if I could just get the information here. But like, no big deal. I'm gonna be talking to a salesperson anyway, and I can just ask them these questions. So like, it's totally fine, right? So I'm gonna go with just no options and hit finish. And cool, this is like a breakdown of everything that I just did. I can like save it if I want to. It wants me to make an account, so I'm gonna hold off on that for a second. Over here's a breakdown of everything that I just did. So I've got the hybrid SE Sport, hybrid engine, fancy name for gray, black interior, no options. Cool, it even lets me look at the 2019 model, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna stick with the 2020. And then over here on the other side, I've got MSRP, or like the sticker price, and the market average, where it looks like people are getting like $3,100 off this car, so that's cool. And then your price offer, the actual price I'll pay. So it's not showing me that yet. I can hit get offers on local inventory, but I want to show you this thing that's a little bit further down below. So down here is called the TrueCar price graph, and this is like super complicated technology if you were to ask TrueCar, but I'll do my best to explain it to you. So basically, you've got like 4 price buckets here. You've got excellent, great, fair, and high price. And these bars represent how many people purchased that exact car in that particular price range. So it looks like one person got like this excellent price of 14% MSRP, but most of the other transactions that happened, other people buying this car, were getting a great price or a fair price, anywhere from 6 to 14% off MSRP. So it's pretty good. There were a few people who got less than 6% off MSRP. So these may have been very custom colors or particularly hard to find vehicles where there just weren't a lot of them in the area. And when there's a low supply and a high demand, that's just how pricing works. These vehicles down here might have been color combinations that weren't the ones that everybody wanted. Maybe been a vehicle that had a slightly different options package or something that was custom ordered for someone else. It's hard to say for sure, but that's usually what happens. Or even down here, like this one transaction, maybe this was like a dealer demo and it had a bunch of miles on it or something like that. But down here, you get the idea that you're probably gonna get about 10% off the price, which that's cool. It's like $3,000. And that'll definitely cover like your taxes and your registration fees and stuff like that. So, you know, you could just kind of do your math from here if you weren't that serious or you weren't quite ready to move forward. Now, before I click this blue button to get offers on, yeah, I really have that reminder. Now, before I click this button to get offers on local inventory, I want to show you this other thing. So down here, we might be able to get a little bit more money off. So I want to open this up and view these 11 incentives that are available. And you can see that the ones that are pre-selected already are the ones that everybody qualifies for. There's a $1,000 rebate of customer cash that Ford is offering people who purchase this car. And there's another $500 retail bonus cash on top of that. Then there's all these other ones down here that I might qualify for. So college student purchase program, farm bureau, first responders, bonus cash, medical professionals, veterans, military appreciation. This is usually the kind of stuff that you see down here. Also, the ones that aren't combinable, what's already pre-selected, are grayed out. So one thing that happens a lot with dealers who aren't necessarily on the up and up, and dealers who don't like to be transparent about their pricing, what they do is they combine a whole bunch of these rebates that not everybody qualifies for and max these incentives out and then advertise their prices that way. What's cool about the TrueCar website is you can see for yourself what is combinable and what's not combinable, so that when a dealer tells you that you can get your $1,500 rebate and finance for 84 months, you can see that you don't qualify for that extra $1,000 of customer cash, at least in this scenario. So because you're better informed, the whole bait and switch thing, it'd be pretty hard for them to pull it, especially a certified dealer through TrueCar who knows that you're getting this information up front. So I'm gonna keep it simple, just go with those two. I'm not a member of the Farm Bureau, but if you are, please leave a comment because I would love to hear about your experience. All right, hit and save. I'm ready to get offers. If you're ready to talk to a dealership, you're gonna wanna move forward from here. If you're not ready to talk to a dealership, I would like you to tell me why down in the comments. I'm very curious to hear the answer to that question. How about I talk this way? Is that better? Is this my better side? All right, so we're gonna get offers on local inventory. I'll put my email address in. Now, because I've already logged in, it's not gonna make me go through the whole process that it'll make you go through, but what it looks like is they're gonna ask you for your email address, then they'll ask you for your address and your first and last name and your phone number. And then once you put that information in, you'll probably need to verify your phone number with a 6-digit code. And once that stuff's done, which all of that takes like 30 seconds, you'll land on this page. And it tells you what's gonna happen next. So you'll connect with a local dealership who's gonna help you find the right car at the right price. You'll receive instant discounted offers from TrueCar certified dealers. You can browse additional cars and request more price offers. Now, in the not so fine print down there, I agree that TrueCar and its certified dealers may communicate with me via email, text, or phone. So when you see those really angry reviews online of people who went on TrueCar and then got a whole bunch of phone calls that they weren't expecting, in my opinion, it's pretty hard not to expect a bunch of phone calls when it says that your information is going to be given to a bunch of local dealers and they're gonna call you and email you and text message you. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. All right, so it looks like we've been matched up to one dealer, and we've been matched up to one dealer so far. It tells me that it's Lithia Springs Ford. They're 15 miles from my house. I'm pretty sure that is the closest Ford dealership to my house too. And they're giving an average savings off of about 13% or $3,700. So that's great. So let me see if there's some other dealers as well. So I'm just gonna hit next. So here I'm able to select up to 4 more dealerships that are all certified as well. And they have varying discounts depending on the dealer. Right here it says 18 available offers, and that just means they have 18 vehicles in stock that might match what you're looking for. Now, they might not be exact matches, but it might be something that's close. I think it's important to stay open-minded in the process at this point and be willing to talk to people to figure out exactly what they have and what they can get, because every single dealer has access to basically every single other dealer's inventory. So it's important for you to find the balance of a good or a fair deal and the right vibe of the dealership that you're choosing to work with. All right, so it looks like this other dealer is 17 miles away and another one's 18. What the hell? I'll just put the offers in and see what comes up. So I'm gonna get 50 different offers. Basically, there's 50 cars in stock that would kind of match what I was looking for. Keep it moving, keeping it moving, keeping it moving. So now I'm actually seeing some real cars. So Lithia Springs Ford, Allen Vigil Ford, Nally Ford, and another Allen Vigil Ford. And then there's one more certified dealer in Alpharetta. Now, sometimes you might not see the actual price, and that could mean a couple of things. One, it might be rules based on the manufacturer that they're not allowed to publicly advertise a price if it's below a certain threshold. So sometimes when you don't see a price, it might mean that there's like a way better deal than what you might be seeing here that is somehow available. Other times it just means that the dealership hasn't inputted a price into the system for you to see, or they actually are selling that car for MSRP. I think it's important to look at the details of each one so that you know for sure. Either way, we've got a couple other dealers here who have given their price up front, and it seems like some are even showing payments. So it looks like this one car is pretty close to what I requested, so I'm just gonna click into this one. This page is called the vehicle details page. Basically, it shows you everything you need to know about the car, shows you all the pictures, and we can even see the price again. It shows that this is listed as an excellent price. There's lease and loan option payments, and if we scroll down, we can see the full true price breakdown from the window sticker and freight included on here, as well as the rebates and other discounts that we're getting. What I like about the breakdown is that it shows you the customer cash and rebates that you're getting directly from the manufacturer, but it also shows you the discount that you're getting directly from the dealership. That way, if you're talking to multiple dealerships and are talking about rebates and what those rebate amounts are, you can compare it against something here. And then a little further down is the TrueCar price graph again, and it shows where the price at this dealership for this particular car falls on that price graph, and we can see it's an excellent price. It looks like it's being sold for less than most of the other ones that were sold in the area, so I feel like I'm getting a pretty good deal. So back up at the top, I've got options for lease and loan, and what's cool is you can click into each one of these and customize it to figure out what's gonna be best for you. So maybe you drive a little bit more, or maybe your credit isn't quite that great, or maybe you don't have any money down. You can see exactly what that lease payment is gonna change to right here on the website. Now that you've registered on the site, you have the option of saving your payments and saving your vehicles, saving those builds for future reference. Just keep in mind that every time you do a new build and request a true price, another set of dealers is going to get your information. So you can see that TrueCar is pretty easy to use to get the information that you need in order to make an informed decision to buy a car. Now, from here, you're gonna be contacted by the dealerships that you selected. They're probably gonna send you an email first and then start calling. I would highly recommend just picking up and talking to each one of them, letting them know what you're looking for and what your needs are. They're gonna let you know what vehicles are available and let you know what your upfront price is on each one of those vehicles. And if you already found the one that you were looking for right on the website, then just go ahead and talk to that dealer. Look, nobody likes having to dodge phone calls that keep coming in. If you take the time to just tell the salesperson where you're at in the process, then there's a pretty good chance that they're just gonna leave you alone until the time that you agree to get back together. And you know what? If they fall short of your expectations, or they don't have a price that seems like it makes sense with what you saw online, then move on to the next one. No big deal. Those salespeople would much rather know that you moved on to either a different car or not buying, or you just don't like them. Like, they'd rather just know that than have to leave you a voicemail every single day. So don't be afraid to just tell them what's up. All right, if you like my style and you like this content, then do us here at this channel the honor of subscribing. Be sure to leave a like and leave a comment down below on this video. If there are things that you want to know about buying cars, or even salespeople want to know about selling cars, we can probably answer those questions for you at this channel. So leave a comment down below, even if you just want to tell me that you're having a great day, or tell me to have a great day, or if you want to tell me to fuck off, like, that's fine too. Leave a comment down below. I hope they appreciate the no bullshit tone of this channel. What do you think? I'm talking to my neighbor through the wall, who I don't talk to, because I'm sure they hear me in here. YouTube's weird.